right. I gotta do this every stream. Make sure my chat is up. All that. Hola, semojitas. I don't... yeah, I don't speak. Obviously, I don't speak Spanish. How's it going, private, though? How's it going? I'll wait for a couple more people to come on, and then we can officially get started. That's lovely, private, that you did that. Hey, Geometry Dash Gaming, how's it going? All right, one more person, and then one more person will officially get started here. Yes, indeed, one more person. I know it's been a while since I've joined a stream, though. No, it's cool, man. It's all right. I haven't been streaming much, so you really haven't been missing anything, really. Which I'll get into that more. Hold on, just 1 second. Are we gonna one more person? Are we gonna have one more person come on here, or is it just the two of you guys today? One more in chat. Just one more. One more in chat. All right. Okay, makes sense though. Over time, we get more busy in life. Yeah, that's true. That's a sad. I smell butts. Private. What is up with you? What is up with you? All right, I'll give it like 30 more seconds, and then I'll get started because I think it might be just the two of you today. I'll set up my goal too, because that's also a thing, right? That's also a thing here. Set that. We'll do that, and then just here, I'll make this goal on how I celebrate within someone's name here. Oh no. All right. Start goal. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Yep, it's made. Okay, great. Skipper made me fly to Uranus. Oh, no, not that. All right, all right, flip the camera now. Guys, I got to be honest with you. This YouTuber stuff, man, just isn't, I don't know. Just, this retirement is not going well for me, I got to say. So, you know, that's just what we got here going. I've changed, guys. I've just officially changed, you know? That's kind of like what's been happening. Pikachu. Yeah, that's right. I'm Pikachu, guys. I'm Pikachu, yeah. You look so cute. What? I love how you have the Pikachu pajamas while streaming. Yep, that's me, yeah. Yeah, that's why I waited for someone else to come on. I wanted a whole audience to see this, pretty much. I love how you guys, I didn't even show the hood. You guys just immediately knew it was Pikachu. You just saw the color of that Pikachu. That's Pikachu. Yeah, that's what I am. I actually have Pikachu right in the back here too. Yeah. I know, guys. Hey, guys. I even got the tail, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this is yeah, it's pretty much just Pikachu, guys. Yeah, that's what I have here. Yep. My hood is coming off. That's okay. All right. Do you have a maybe? No, no, I don't. No. But yeah, I don't blame you. I've retired a lot of stuff. I've gotten older since interests change, and I got busier after all. Just like everyone over time, pretty much. Pika pika. P. Oh man, I did a stream once. I did a stream like a few years ago. There's a bug. There's a spider. There was a It was there. I did a stream not too long ago, like 5 years ago, and the whole stream, I had to pretty much just pretty much what I had to do was I had to just imitate Pikachu the entire stream. It was oh boy, it messed my vocal cords. I can say I don't even think I can do it anymore. Pika, Pika. Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible now. I've gotten older, so you know it just doesn't work like that anymore. Bill Nye, your mom's a guy. I've heard that one. Heard that one before. Yeah, there's three guys. Why? There's three people watching the stream. Only one person's not talking. Better. You've been caught in 4K. Whoever's not typing in chat. Um, Artie has a man. Wait, what? No. No. Who told you that? What you talking about? This? Talking about this here? Talking about one of these guys? Because which one is it? Yeah, it's happened to me too. When I make my voice with a much higher or lower pitch than my regular voice, it really hurts my voice, and sometimes having a lasting impact. um, Another thing. Actually, that reminds me. Another thing I used to do was I used to go. I used to go yee-haw, but I would do it in a very high pitched voice. But I I cannot even. Yee-haw! Okay, hey, see, there we go. Yeah, maybe. If I go any louder, my dad's gonna knock on my door, being like, "Hey, keep it down." So I'm gonna try not to go as so loud. His new man has the hairiest legs. Oh boy. Yeah. Damn. That's tough, man. Have you seen the strawberry full moon last night? There was a full moon last night. Yeah, I did see the moon last night, but I didn't pay attention to the color, or at least I don't remember the color of it, but I did notice there, yeah, there was a full moon last night. I don't know why, but that yeehaw kind of sounded like Herbert the pervert from High Pitch. Oh, oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. He does that little like whistle too. Oh, Chris. You one sexy little devil. Yeah, no, I cannot do Herbert the pervert. I wish I saw it. If it makes you feel bad, I didn't know that it was Strawberry, so that's Herbert's definitely a hilarious Family Guy character. No, I haven't seen much. I know the meme where he looks through a window and he sees Chris dancing, and then he falls because he's on a ladder. He falls, and he's got that face as he's falling. I don't know. You probably know the clip, Artie. If you had to choose, which one would you choose, Venus or Mars? Without question, Mars. It's possible. Why? Because it's possible that we could be living on Mars. As for Venus, probably not going to happen. Probably won't happen. It hasn't been rumored if we're going to be able to live on Venus. Yep, I remember that scene, but it's been a while since I've seen. Yeah, I wanted to watch Family Guy. I think it was 2016. I wanted to, but Yeah, no, the show never appealed to me. It's funny. There's funny bits. Like even Family Guy is known for like, hey, this man, this situation sucks. This is worse than the time that I did that thing back in like 1995, and then it shows a flashback of what happened then. Um, like they have those like cutaway scenes. But yeah, never really got into Family Guy though. It's funny. There's some funny scenes, but nothing like interesting. Russians want to go to Venus. Russians want to go to Venus, huh? That's okay. I mean, I don't know any sources that say that, but private the little penguin. If you say it's happening, it's probably happening. Yeah, those flashback cutaways are pretty much the humor that runs the show. Yeah, yeah. Family Guy. I don't know if you knew this, but Family Guy was probably close to being canceled, or um, the voice for most of the characters had to have been replaced because how did you type that fast jump? I didn't even finish what you were saying before. I didn't even get to finish what you were saying. But you typed that so fast. But here, I'll make this short. Seth MacFarlane, who voices some of the cast members, almost died on 9/11. He was supposed to make his flight from Boston to LA, but he missed his flight within 15 minutes, and that was the flight that went to the North Tower. So there's a little trivia for you. He almost, but yeah. But also, besides that, Artie, do you like Naruto or Dragon Ball by any chance, or are you not really an anime guy? Because I'm not an anime guy outside of those two animes, to be honest. Well, and I know an anime that you will like, or probably you might like. I don't know, but I've talked about it before. Avatar: The Last Airbender is, I would say, my favorite anime, probably my favorite TV show, honestly. But yeah, probably you could probably get into. That's definitely an anime I like. Naruto, Dragon Ball. I know the characters: Dragon Ball, Goku, Vegeta. Honestly, that's it. That's all I know. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Seth MacFarlane barely escaped death. I've heard the story too. Seth almost died. Yeah, no, Seth. Yeah, Seth almost died. He almost died on 9/11. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Um, but if you go up to Seth MacFarlane about this, you talk to him like, hey man, like does any part of you have you ever like thought about this? Like this is like 9/11 was one of you almost died on this day, on this tragic day. Like, are you bothered by this anyway? And he just goes, no, I'm not. Those are my dogs. But he just goes, no, I'm not bothered. I got a job to do. I have to act. I love talking over my barking dogs. But anyways, yeah. Can you shut the fuck up? Holy shit. Shut the fuck up. Okay, anyways, yeah, no, he's not bothered by it at all though. You go up to him, he's like, no, I have a job to do. I have a job to do, I don't really have time to really cope over this. This is, I'm not really too worried about it. I think actually Mark Wahlberg was going to be on that same plane as Seth, but he almost escaped death as well. But I remember the story. Yeah, no, it was also, yeah, Seth, Mark Wahlberg was also going to make that flight. Speaking of 9/11, Michael Jackson, September 10th of 2001, that night, he was actually playing, I think it was Madison Square Garden. He had a concert there, and he was supposed to have a meeting on the tower, in one of the towers, the early morning, but because he overslept that night or that day, because he had such a busy night, he couldn't make it, and his life was also saved. It's crazy how there are a lot of celebrities, No, a lot of celebrities were supposed to make flights, were supposed to be certain places, certain times, and then they ended up surviving. Um, Wait, but doesn't Seth MacFarlane voice almost all the characters in Family Guy? Yes. Yeah, he does. So can you imagine, God forbid, he died on that day? What do you think? What would have happened with Family Guy? Would it still air today? Would it have been canceled? Would another person had to like replace the voices for the characters? Like, can you imagine that? Ted wouldn't even exist. I don't think Ted would. The show, the movie, the two movies, and the TV show. You got a lot of problems, don't you? But yeah, yeah, it's crazy how there's a bunch of celebrities that escaped 9/11. Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I love the movie Ted. Oh yeah, see there you go. I've only seen like the first like what 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the movie. Um, I was invited by my a couple of my brother's friends to like this like mini party thing. We ordered pizza, we played pool. It was a couple years ago, and they played Ted, but they had to stop it after like 30 minutes because everybody had to go home, go to sleep, or whatever. So I never got to finish the movie, but I know a little about Ted. It probably may have been permanently canceled unless you shut the fuck up. Unless there was someone who would have done good impersonations of the voice. Yeah, I mean, and there definitely are. There definitely are still like even today now that Family Guy's popular than ever. There are definitely people that I'm gonna oh this dog man. I don't want to say anything that's gonna possibly get my video terminated or whatever, but we um there are definitely people out there that what was I even gonna say? That are doing good voices for Family Guy. So it probably so even if something, God forbid, something did happen to Seth now, they could recast, but I also don't think it would be the same without Seth MacFarlane. Bronk Baker is probably one of the guys that could do great impersonations of most cartoon characters. To be honest, yeah, that's true. That's true. Skipper yeeted me to Artie's basement, and I farted so much in there, and I took the biggest shit. Private, you just yeah. This is just absolutely great information, man. Like like nothing. There's nothing in my basement. Actually, I don't know if you guys know this. Did you know my brother lives down in my basement? You guys know my brother, they there was some people, they made a room in my basement, and my brother currently lives he has his own bedroom in there, so now he lives next to the washing machine. So there you go. Wow, I'm late. Hello, Freddy Fazbear. How are you tonight? How is everything with you, man? He lives in your basement. Yeah, he lives in my basement. It's kind of weird to say that out loud, but yeah, he lives in the basement. There you go, man. All right, but but yeah, so that's definitely going to be added to the Artie lore. Yeah, the lore is already massive, guys. The lore is massive. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good too. Absolutely, absolutely, Freddie. I also want to apologize, Freddie Fazbear, for the last live stream or the last premiere video. When I said I would be back and I never returned, I accidentally fell asleep. I wish I could have saw your reaction to the ending part of my part 2 video, but that's okay. Also, about Family Guy, apparently Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the guys that made South Park, apparently hate Family Guy. I don't think they hate Seth MacFarlane, but they don't like the writing. That's fair. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. Everybody has, and there's a reason why, there's all these TV shows, even from the late 90s, that are still airing today, like The Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park. What other adult shows? What other adult shows are airing now? just those I can think of. Everybody has their own. Comedy is subjective, is the thing, and everybody has what they believe is funny or not funny. You know, someone could watch South Park, laugh their ass off, but the other person would watch that same scene and just be stone faced, almost like Baby No Money. And but and that's okay. Everybody has their own opinions of what they find funny or not. You know, most people don't find me funny. That's why I only have only 10,000 or almost 10,000. You know, not a million, but that's a joke. But yeah, and that's fine. That's okay. Everybody has their own opinions of what's funny or not. South Park is a bomb show. Yeah, for real. I like South Park. Artie, should I time out? Oh no, not Geometry Dash Gaming. Please, not. Please, no, don't time him out. He didn't do anything. Geometry Dash Gaming, I believe, yeah, no, he's been on my channel for a little bit. He even has. Oh, come on. I told you not to time him out, and you did that exact. All right, good thing it's only 10 seconds. But, like, come on, man. Seriously? You gave me the idea. I told you not to do it, and this is what you do. Private, I still have the power to time you out. You know that, right? I'm not making threats. I'm just saying I have the power to do that. I'll remind you whose stream this is. I'm joking, Private. Please don't start making riots outside my house like in LA. Sorry, too soon. Okay. But actually, yeah, Artie, I think I've been hanging around your channel for like 3 years now. Yeah, no, you've been on my channel for quite some time. You even have like that handle, right? Or or what was it? It was like a few months ago, you typed because of your handle you had a few months ago. That was the reason why your comments weren't showing up publicly. I could still see your comments, but your comments weren't showing up publicly on my community posts. And the handle you had was Joe Biden will not win 2024. And and then you changed your handle like around earlier this year, and you were like, the handle was I was right, Joe Biden did not win, or something like that. I thought that was funny, but YouTube doesn't like that or whatever. I hate Trump. Okay, well, that's... Oh, that message was redacted. I mean, listen, we don't have to get too political here, okay? We don't have to, I was just saying that it was a funny username, so we don't have to get too political, Private, but, that's fine. If you don't like him, it's completely fine. Like, personally, whatever your political beliefs are, whether you like Trump or not, whether you like Harris or not, whether you like whoever, doesn't matter, man. I still treat everybody with the same respect. So, yeah. Yeah, it was weird. I actually wrote that handle 3 years ago, so it was wild that I actually did predict it. Oh, well, yeah, so, yeah, that's it right there. What's your favorite childhood TV show? Okay. Well, as a kid, Blue's Clues was definitely the number one show in my household in like 2008, I would say. 2008, 2007. That was probably it. And we're probably gonna get too political here. The new show, like what's it called? Blue's Clues and You or something like that. I saw the first episode and I didn't think it was bad, and I obviously I wasn't watching all the episodes, but I saw, but then I saw that there was like, please don't hate me for this, but I don't like that the new show is kind of like pandering a little bit to kids about a certain group that I'm sure we're all aware of. I don't really like that too much, and it just kind of ruined it for me. Kind of like ruined the show for me. Why is my dog crying? Um, but yeah, I didn't like that, but the OG one is good. I liked the OG one. My parents did not like when Joe showed up to the show. They liked Steve better, which of course everyone knows Steve. No, I don't even think a lot of people know Joe. Um, Blues Clues. I hate the new one. Like, where's Steve? Yeah. Well, no, Steve is in the new show. He just plays a detective. And actually, this isn't even a reboot. The show's not even a reboot to the original. It's actually a legacy sequel. Like the main characters are still there and they're still playing themselves, but um yeah, no, it's just weird. It's weird with the direction that they took. Yeah, I noticed how modern kids' TV shows talk about more serious topics. Like, kids don't need to focus on that till they're older. Let them just, the kids, be kids. Yeah, I was a kid. I was a kid in kindergarten, fifth grade, or whatever. I wasn't taught anything like politicianal or anything that was going on in the real world. I just got to have fun. Being a kid is about having fun, enjoying, your childhood. It shouldn't be about this or that, like whatever's going on in the world right now, just enjoy yourself. That's all I got to say. And you know what, there's sadly people that would absolutely hate what I would say. They would go against what I would say if, guys, if I ever became president, the dude, so many people would hate me. I guarantee you that if that ever happened, so many people would come after me. um Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I already read that. Nick Jr. makes the worst reboots. dude, dude. It's not even that they make the worst reboots. It's that um, it's just that they don't know how to make reboots. They don't know, like, like we don't want to see this. We don't want to see the different stuff. We don't want to see that weird stuff that's going on. Like, we just want to have fun. We just want to enjoy. Like, hey, whatever happens to the days, let's go play hide and seek for an episode. But now it's about like, let's wave a rainbow flag. Like, no kid wants to do that. No kid wants to do it. They want to, like, play tag with their friends. They don't want to look at that. It's I'm really trying my best to, like, not get too much into it, but it's just so, it's so stupid. Yeah, people would probably hate me too if I became president. Jommer to Dash Gaming for president, guys. Let's go. Let's do it. Artie, what's your favorite color, food, game, and sauce? Dude, that's a lot of questions you're throwing at me. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So, favorite color would be black. Favorite food would be cheeseburgers. Favorite game, um, either Fortnite or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And sauce, either mayonnaise or honey mustard, um, would be favorites for all those. Yeah, I agree that reboots, to be honest, they mess up good endings like that were perfect, like Star Wars with Rey movies, 2017, 2019. To me, Return of the Jedi is the true Star Wars ending, to be honest. Uh, yeah, you said 2017, 2019. Maybe some part of you actually liked The Force Awakens. Maybe they could have built off from that, but you weren't too big. Some people actually love the Last Jedi. They thought it was ruined with the Rise of Skywalker. They love some people love the Last Jedi. So not just kids reboots. Yeah, not just kids reboots. Anything rebooted. You know, I absolutely hated. There's one scene in Lightyear that I did not like, and the it was the lesbian couple, and I'm like, do you like the lesbian couple with the pregnant guy? Like, do you really have to include that in a kids film? Do you really have to, like, actually include that shit in a kids movie. I'm like, if you guys ever seen Lightyear, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it was so stupid. It was like, what? Like why? Like why does that? Why is that there? Like this is a kids movie. What are we doing? It's so stupid. All right, but yeah, Force Awakens is decent enough, but Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker aren't really good. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's a kids movie. Why does that need to be put in? Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, like it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But Disney, I'll admit, Disney did kind of learn their lesson a bit in a couple years later with 2024. Inside Out 2 wasn't that bad. Wasn't bad at all. I'll say that. Yeah, it was great film. It was, exactly. And Moana 2 was also great. Yeah. Those were good films, but they had a rough pack a few years ago from that point. Skipper is gay. How did that comment make it to the YouTube thing? How did it make it there? Moana 2 sucks? Oh, how dare you. Oh, how dare you, Private. Um how dare you? But then again, I respect it. Moana 2 isn't really my family saw it. I saw it with my siblings, and yeah, for the most part they would say that it's a waste of people's time. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought Moana 2 was good. I mean, they need to do better song, dude. All right, look, maybe better songs. I'll give you that, but I will say between Moana 1 and 2, out of both of those movies, I would say my favorite song would have to be sorry, would have to be the Beyond song, What Lies Beyond. I can't. What Lies Beyond. Something like that. That would be my favorite song from the um the whole franchise. And since when Moana had a sister, I mean, I guess there wasn't much story lore into the first movie. I'll even admit this: the first Moana, I thought was good, but I was not big on it at all. Moana 2, I thought was better. I think even a long time ago there was an LGBTQ kiss, since in 2017 episode of Star versus the Forces of Evil, there was a frame of two men kissing. I no, I don't watch a lot of the shows, so I wouldn't remember that. But I mean, and here's the thing, guys. All right, here's the thing. Before I get canceled for any of this, like, I'm not against, I'm not against like gayness, anything like that, or with the LGBTQ. I'm not like against it. What I am against is people not being peaceful anymore. These protests, they're not peaceful at all, and that's kind of like where I stand by. I'm just thinking to myself, like, you guys want to be accepted, and we are accepting you. We don't care, but you're starting to now pander it, and you're starting to make a big deal out of it, and we're like, no, you know. And in Star Wars, what is the fan demographic for Star Wars? Like, what is it like? As of right now, it'd be like 50-year-old guys, right? That grew up with the original trilogy. Maybe even some people in their 30s who watched the prequels. But and they're most likely straight. They're straight. Like, no one asked for any of that in the newer ones. If the fan demographic was gay or was lesbian or whatever, then fine, but it's not. And that's where the problem is. That's why people don't watch stuff like Star Wars or anything that involves that anymore. That's kind of like where I stand by when it comes to that. So, it's fine if you want to include that in films. Please keep it out of children's movies and TV shows. Please don't do that to fan bases or films that their fan demographic isn't gay or trans or anything like that. Do it for your own show. Do it for an original show, an original idea. Do it for that. Don't do it on these new products. Don't do it on these old products that people loved for years. That's kind of like where we're at. So, yeah, I 100% agree. People are taking it too deep. I believe people can be any sexuality they want. I don't mind, but no need for protest, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. There's not a problem of people being gay or lesbian, but they gotta not let kids watch that TV. Exactly, private. Like that's where I'm standing by, and I appreciate you guys for not getting upset with me. I think you guys do agree as well. I think that's where it stands. Protesting for gayness is a bit annoying, but people should still respect it, but not protest. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like, yeah, for real, we can respect it despite our difference. Exactly. Not saying, listen, you want to be gay, you want to be lesbian, you want to be trans. None of my business. Do what you want to do, but do me a favor and don't put it in entertainment where us fans aren't, we respect it, but we're not a part of it. And I think Disney specifically thinks that if we put this stuff in these films, these shows, that we'll get lots of people coming in, when really the opposite's happening. And I think Disney's starting to notice that too. I think even Walt Disney right now himself, if he saw what was going on with Disney, he'd be like, what the fuck is happening? I paid billions of dollars for this shit to happen? What did they do to my son Mickey Mouse here? Oh man, but yeah, but in all seriousness though, yeah, that is kind of like where I stand by when it comes to all that. Not trying to get too political. I don't mean for Awesome Arty to become a political channel or anything. I don't mind a diverse fan base. I don't mind. I really don't care. It's fine. As long as you're a fan of Awesome Arty, then that's all that matters. I don't care if it's mostly guys, girls, whites. But yeah, as long as you're a fan, then that's all that matters. I don't mean to be political, but yeah, in real life I'm straight. I don't really care if my friends are gay. Yeah, I agree that Walt Disney wouldn't approve. Honestly, I was sad that Oswald got replaced with Mickey Mouse. Oswald is still a character though. Oswald is still, they didn't like completely discard him. Like, you go to Disney World right now, Oswald is still there as a mascot. He wasn't like, but it's not that he was replaced. He was just, he's just kind of like now, like kind of like Mickey Mouse's shadow now. But anyways, to move on from LGBTQ, I'll change the topic now. So, Arty, do you like Mortal Kombat or Doom by any chance, or do you think they're too bloody or violent? I watched the Mortal Kombat film, I believe, from 1995 or something. I don't know if it was. I don't remember when I watched. It was sometime within the last year, but I thought it was good. I didn't. I need to rewatch it. Obviously, I don't really have much memory, but and I know there's a new Mortal Kombat film coming out soon, so I definitely got to get myself prepared for that. But yeah. Disney World has gotten more expensive. I'll tell you, you know what? I'll let you know right now. The last time I went to Disney was 11 and a half years ago. 11 and a half years ago. It was January of 2014. Me and my family. We spent a week there, and the whole trip was, what was it? It was $10,000, I think I was told. $10,000 for the whole trip. $10,000. Like, imagine what it is now after that. Like, yikes, man. Mortal Kombat is so fun. I played Mortal Kombat X and 9. Fun, I agree with Pyra. Yeah, hey, 2 Mortal Kombat players. That's great. That's great, man. That's great. 2 Mortal Kombat players. You guys love Mortal Kombat. I mean, I'm sure. I'm not like, I've never played any of the games, and I'll still say, I don't know if I've said this yet. I'm 21, and I have not, for a second in my life, have ever played a Call of Duty game. Know about it, seen clips of it in 2015, but I've never actually sat down and played Call of Duty before. But I know it's a very popular franchise. My favorite fighters are Cassie. I can't even say the name. Katita, Kirana, Melina, uh, Kotal Khan, and Goro, and more. See, I probably have just mispronounced all those names, and I'm about to get made fun of for not knowing the names. Also, Freddy Fazbear, where did you go? Where, you know, I know you're here somewhere. You got to be here. What happened to Freddy Fazbear, man? He just said hello and then left? Like, you were just going to leave without saying goodbye, man? Like, seriously? Freddy probably ate Chica. Probably, yeah. No. Chica's had a bit too much to eat or whatever. As a kid, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Super Smash Bros. Were the fighting game franchises I played a ton as a kid, but I don't play fighting games anymore since interest changed over time. Yeah, interest. Yeah, that's it, man. That's what happens. Interest changed after a while. You know, he probably did. Yeah, he did. But yeah, that's you know, I'll still never forget when I was only 5 years old. I was introduced to Mario. I was like on my computer. I was playing like computer games. Nick Jr. probably. I was on Nick Jr. website playing like I don't know a Wow Wow Wubsy game or whatever. And my dad comes down. He comes down. He comes down to the basement with me, and this was when the basement was very different back then. We actually had carpet on the floor. It was hot as hell down there, and we had this big ass TV, and he hooked up the Nintendo 64, and we played Mario Kart 64. That was the that was my introduction to video games at the time. It was a Nintendo 64. I played Mario Kart 64 there. Um, um, though I will say Mario and Sonic are the two franchises I'll never get tired of, to be honest. LMAO. Yeah. No, those are, yeah, Mario and Sonic, the two rivalries for what, 30 years now? Damn, that's old. Already, I could send you a video link. It's a short 30-second. I'm just asking for your permission. Does it contain any copyrighted music? Does it contain any copyrighted music that could possibly get my stream demonetized? Because if it does, then no. But I appreciate you. I also do appreciate you asking me ahead of time instead of just saying, "Hey, check out this link." Oh my God. Wow Wow Wubsy is a show I haven't seen nor thought of in forever. Yeah. I'm glad. I look like him right now. But yeah. Wow Wubsy is my child. Yeah, Wubsy lives in a tree. He likes to play. You know, that's kind of. He's got a wavy tail and he likes it that way. Or wavy tail, I think it is. I don't know, but yeah, that's another show. Damn, you know, guys, I should probably. I kind of like want to play like one of those like childhood video things. Where it just plays a compilation of like just childhood, like TV show theme songs. And I guess, you know, it's like one of those like nostalgia things. I kind of want to do that on stream, but I'm also afraid of copyrighted music. So I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but that would be something I'd love to do. But yeah, that's cool. Ed, and Eddie is another show I really loved a long time ago, to be honest. Never seen Ed, and Eddie, but I've heard about those guys before. Never seen it, though. Never seen the show. But, yeah, You guys, are you not related by any chance? Like, how do you guys like the same? You guys both like Mortal Kombat, Wow Wow Wubsy. What are the show? Also, my chat is not working on my computer right now. I gotta refresh here because my chat is working here, but I forgot Wow Wow Wubsy. I forgot what Wubsy has yellow fur skin. Yeah, we're not related. I guess we have a lot of similar interests. I mean, it's crazy that you guys like the same things. It is crazy you guys like the same things, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's great. But I'm not saying that's not a bad thing. That's great that you guys like the same things. You know, you guys should talk more. Honestly, get each other's like numbers or whatever in chat. No, don't actually do that. Um, yeah, no, you guys have a lot in common. My computer is currently frozen right now. I cannot click anything on my computer, so that's a bit of an issue. Um, so I gotta read chat from my phone. Yeah, this is an issue. This is a bit of an issue, but yeah. Private. I know you send the link. I cannot do anything about that right now because my computer is not working, and I can't click there because my stream will turn off. There you go, Artie. There's no music. All right, great, great. As soon as my computer can actually load up here, then or be unfrozen, then we'll get going. We'll get going, but it seems like that it does not want to do that for whatever reason. I might have to shut off my computer. No, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut off my computer. Why not? We're gonna shut off my computer. Oh crap. You know what, honestly, and as I'm doing this, I'll even talk about something else that I've gotten into that you guys probably don't know. I mean, um I a few months ago I told you guys about how I started how I became an Avatar The Last Airbender fan. Yes, I have a Mac computer. Um how I became an Avatar The Last Airbender fan. And what I also become a fan of is Pokemon cards. Guys, after years, sometimes people would open up like a Charizard or uh, like a full art rare card. I was like, what's the deal with these cards? Like, why are people making such a big deal about these Pokemon card things? But guys, I get it now. After so many years, I get it. I get why Pokemon is such a big deal, and explains this too. I get why now it's such a big deal, and I've been like on like a little bit of a Pokemon card search right now. Um, and I'm trying to go for the Charizard X card. So that's what I've been doing. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I knew Tails was a boy for as long. Oh, BTS superfan, how are you? How is everything with you? Sup? Hello. All right. No, that was the chair. Yeah. Yeah. I actually had proof to back it up too, so yeah. Um, also, I went to the bathroom earlier today, so, that's... Just because he has a girl voice actor doesn't mean his character a female. BTS superfan, how did you find my stream? How did you find my stream, brother? Where did you come from? If I may ask, where did you come from? Can my computer load any faster? Then again, this computer is almost 6 years old, so and it's time that it retires too. Um, let's go. Oh my god, this loading screen is forever, man. This loading screen is taking forever. Luckily, I still have chat here. Yeah, same with Jimmy Neutron and Naruto. They have female voice actors, but they're male characters. Same with Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson is also voiced by a female. Oh, because I saw your YouTube channel. Well, how did you see? How did you find my YouTube channel? I'm still curious. I want to know how did you find me exactly? Like you saw my channel. Like, have you? What's up? What's up with you, man? Like, what's up? How did like? I want to know the story of how BTS superfan found Awesome Artie here. I need to know the story. I got a lot of photos up. I gotta get rid of those. All right, I just logged in, so I gotta get back to my stream, and then I'll click your little link private. Jimmy was voiced by a my a woman. Jimmy was voiced my a woman. I know he was supposed to say bye, but he said my. And in Japanese, Goku is voiced by a woman too, but he's still a male character. It proves the capability of vocal range that women have. That's true. I mean, you know what's weird is that when it comes down to if a woman voices a man, they usually sound like a kid imitating an adult, like literally sounds like that. But when it's a guy voicing a girl, it's like everyone's like, oh my god, that's creepy. Ugh, that's creepy. So when I go on YouTube and I search your name, bro, have you been a fan of me for a while? Like, how did you like? Have you been a fan or something, or like, did you search like? You searched up my name, you say. So like you already knew who I was. Like now I'm a because I'm asking because I don't know who you are, BTS. I wanna know. I wanna know, man. But that's okay. It's okay. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay. BTS, anyways, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you for coming by. All right, I'm back on my stream. Let me just, all right, turn down my volume here. What are you doing? I am currently trying to get back onto my stream on my computer, and our friend Private the Little Penguin, the real life Private the Little Penguin, from the Madagascar trilogy, and even the Penguins of Madagascar, who's in my stream, has a little video for us. So we got to click that link here. All right, open link. It's a short. Oh God. God, I already clicked the show. I pressed pause, but I already know what it is, dude. Oh boy, are you unboxing the stuff? What do you mean the stuff? What am I unboxing? What do you mean the stuff, man? What are we talking about here? All right, here we go. All right. Oh no, I didn't turn the volume up. All right, here we go. What is this? Nick, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, Nick. What is wrong? You disgusting animal. You disgust. Oh my god, dude. And I love the video title, Am I Fat? With an angry face, dude. That guy was the biggest rage baiter ever, man. Oh boy. That's funny. It's very helpful anyways, Artie. There's a game I'm gonna try to play right now, so I'll have to see you in the next stream. Alright, Geometry Dash, I'll see you later, man. See, what are we watching? We're watching Nikocado Avocado. That's who we're watching right now. It's very helpful. We'll probably end the stream in about a few minutes. I'd say at 9:15 p.m. 9:15 we'll end the stream. But yes, that's what we're doing. Bye, bro. No, I'm not leaving now. I'm leaving in a few minutes, but not now. But yes, that's kind of like what we've been doing for a little bit. I mean, we did get a good stream though. I mean, we're almost an hour in. We had a few people come on, so I'm glad to see Awesome Artie is still alive and well, somewhat. Currently, I mean, if Awesome Artie, if the Awesome Artie YouTube channel was a human being, it would be on. It would be on. Currently, it would be hooked up to all these tubes, and it would be stuck in a coma, and it would wake up, but then it probably would just fall back into that coma. That's currently what the channel is like right now. That's currently where we're at. Truth or Dare. Oh my god, Truth or Dare. All right, Truth or Dare. Truth. Truth. What do you got for me? What do you got? As long as, and let's keep it PG rated too. All right, let's, because we don't want our stream to get, we don't want YouTube to have to age restrict the stream or whatever. But yes, Truth. What do you got for me? What do you got? We got something good? Have you ever had a big chance or win? Have you ever had a big chance or win a huge amount of money? Have I ever had a big chance or have I ever won a bunch of money or a huge amount? Yes, kind of. About a couple years ago, in the span of a few months too, I bought a lottery ticket. I bought a $10 lottery ticket, and I won $200 on it. And then a few months later, I bought a $30 lottery ticket, and I won $250 on that ticket. So, yes, I have won a lot of money. If that counts as a huge amount, then yeah, I've won a huge amount of money. Have you ever flipped your desk? No, it's impossible. I cannot flip my desk. I could not flip my desk. I got a bunch of stuff on here. It's also a very heavy desk, and I had to build this thing myself too. So if I ever attempted to flip my desk, it would be like, goodbye desk, So no, I meant at school. Oh, not this desk. At school, probably in first grade I did. Maybe one time in elementary school. All right, maybe I'm lying. I was like a rough kid in elementary school, so probably a few times I have. I don't really have much memory though, but I do know that I was a wild kid in elementary school, so I probably I think it's safe to say I have flipped a desk. Yeah. But yeah. Artie, do you have a man? No, I don't. I don't have a man. Also, the point of Truth or Dare is to ask one truth, but you asked 3 truths. That we're kind of breaking the rules here, don't you think? luckily for you, you know, I'm still answering your questions because I don't have anything to hide. Honestly, I really don't. You could ask me anything. I'll be true. I'll tell you from my own what rules. You know what, Private? You got a point. You got a good point there. But that again, truth or dare's got rules though, right? Doesn't it got rules? You got to ask one truth or one dare, or whatever. If you ask three truths in a row, you have to you have to then say dare in the next round. I think that's how it works. Oh my god. Private, what are we doing? It's okay. BTS Superman fan, I think, left the stream. All right, it's 9:15 anyways. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys very much for watching, and see you in the next stream. All right, what a great stream, guys, today. Woo, did it. All right. All right, guys, we did the stream today. All right, no more awesome Audie. All right, we can get back to our normal lives now. All right, you over there, you over there. All right, the fans love the videos. All right, they're not gonna complain or anything. All right, we're done here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. No more awesome Audie for today. All right, they've already they've left. I'm sure. Whatever. We've already ended the stream though, but yeah, no, it was a good stream though. It was all right. It was fine. It was good, and I don't think they'll ever notice that you know, we're kind of faking the content. Wait, is this camera record? Oh, hey, hey guys, you didn't see that part, did you? You didn't see that part, did you? I hope they left by. Hey, guys, that was you weren't supposed to see that. That was a joke. that was that wasn't real, right? Nah? You guys didn't see that, right? Did you? You didn't see that. You didn't see that, did you? All right. See you guys next stream. Thank you guys for coming on.